Whoa. Carlisle. She was from the west side, uptown, 45th Ave, bad little thing, she a cutie, and she got swag, told her that when I come through, we could pop tags, took her out of town just for shopping, you know we blow it back, don't care if haters is watching, they just getting mad, real bosses moving in silence, we let the money brag, remember being down bad, dead broke, no cash, on E, baby, I ran out of gas, all I wanted was...
You there?
Hold on a second, let me check.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
Check our YouTube right quick. I don't want this to be private though.
No, you gotta make it.
Alright, there we go. Edit.
Edit the title.
Taye Benjamin. And where you at, Taye? Atlanta?
Miami.
Miami?
Miami.
Okay, so where you originally from?
I'm from Painesville, man, Lake County.
Okay.
Originally.
All right.
Yeah, born in Painesville, but
All right. So he's in Miami, but he's from Painesville.
right.
I'm just trying to fix the title. We about to have you say Miami Yard. People in the MIA gonna be like, "Who is that?" Like,
No, for real. I'm out here about a year, and I ain't really. I mean, the first track that I dropped since I've been out here was Somebody. So with Deuce. So I mean, I ain't really got a chance to get out there yet, but they gonna know.
Painesville spelled with a P.
Yeah.
P-I-A-N-E.
P-I-A?
P-A-I-N-E.
Oh, it's the E in there?
Mm-hmm. Painesville.
Right.
Alright, let's change that from private to public. Public. Now we got 10 on the screen. Let me see how we can do this. Do it like that. We need to see the thumbnail in. There we go. That's cool. We can do that. All right, man, we live. Let's see here. Let me get everything set up on my side. There we go. Record.
Recording in progress.
All right. Let's go. You want to bring us in? Or you want me to bring us in? Oh, it don't matter.
Okay, I'll bring us in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is the Acquire Taye Show. What's your boy, with your Carlisle, Al Murder. We back. We got Taye Benjamin with us, Painesville's finest. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to Deuce, Ellis, Ox Entertainment for making the play and getting you in front of us, man. First and foremost, man, thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to rock with us. Definitely appreciate it. For the people that's watching right now, could you just give a short introduction of who you are, where you're from and what you're doing right now?
Definitely. Before I start that, though, I do want to say I appreciate y'all for having me, and shouts out to Deuce, shouts out to Ox Entertainment. We coming. My name is Taye Benjamin. I'm from Painesville, Ohio, but I've been everywhere throughout the whole Northeast Ohio, the whole region. I currently live in Miami, Florida at the moment. I've been out here for about a year, but I'm like I guess what you could call a double-edged sword. I'm an R&B and a rap artist, hip-hop, and I'm just really ready to show the world what I got. So
that's what's up. So when did you start doing music?
I started early 2019, late 2018. It was right around the time when I came home from college. Actually, I used to play college football at this school called Ohio Dominican in Columbus.
Okay. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, I got into a little situation out there. You know, I was 17, 18 at the time, and I just, you know, things happened to let me back home, and then I needed a way to keep my mind busy, because prior to, all I had known was sports, you know, and then I found that I was decent at making music, and now we're here. So
right. Okay. So how did you and Deuce hook up?
I met Deuce through collab, definitely. I used to be a store manager at Next, Rule of Next, and I was at the Bedford location, and there was one of my guys who was a security guard over there. He was homeboys with Collab, and then me and Collab ended up linking up.
Shout out to Collab on the track.
Definitely shouts out to Collab, guy. And then he introduced me to Dukes, and we all just got into business together, formulated a plan. So.
Okay. All right. So, how does one jump from Painesville all the way to the MIA? How does one make that? That's a hell of a jump, man.
Man, faith. Faith. Just, I trust God and God's plan, you know.
Okay.
My grandfather, he's a bishop, and you know, one thing that he always used to ingrain in my mind was that, you know, you can do anything. Also, my father too, you know, they also just always told me to not have fear and don't be afraid of the consequences. I would rather live with a lesson and live with the fear of not making it than the fear of regret, and have that in my mind every day. Like, man, I wish I would have. I don't ever want to live my life with that type of mentality, with a I wish I would have type of thing. So I jumped out here on my own, man, and just made it shake. I left everything I had back home, and I just came out here on a whim. You know, stood up, beat.
So, what's been some challenges, you know, on that journey, you know, that you've like had to navigate, and you know, packing up, leaving everybody you know, and what you know, like in Painesville, Cleveland, you know, to going down south. You know, what's been like a couple things that's really, you know, tested you?
Isolation of the mind, because the mind is so much more powerful than what a lot of people realize and understand. And when you go from being in an environment, a very supportive environment, and when you become isolated, it's easy to get detoured and distracted from your original goal. But that's probably been the only biggest challenge. You know, I'm a hustler at the end of the day, and I'm gonna make something happen for myself. That's a guarantee. I have to, you know. But the biggest challenge is definitely just staying focused in my own mind. You know, making sure that I don't, making sure I keep myself to the standard that got me here in the first place.
Wow. So the standard. So talk more about that, because you know, a lot of artists, from what I've seen, you know, need to work on just, you know, the business side and just being professional. You know,
right.
So like, talk about that, because you know that you know, that's notable.
Well, first of all, the way you articulate yourself and how you communicate with people that's the first impression. Besides your image and how you carry yourself, obviously, but everybody expresses themselves in their own way. But the standard for yourself, you can never expect great things to happen if you don't apply great things and set yourself up for greatness. So again, it all starts with what's in between your ears with your mind, and where you put yourself at in that caliber. How do you view yourself when you look in the mirror? Or do you like the way that you look? Do you like the way that you present yourself? Do you like the way how people approach you and how people talk about you when you're not around? Do you like the message that you spread? And those things really are like the roots, and it's a pyramid. And you can never get to the top of the pyramid unless you do your bottom work first.
Thanks.
So making sure you hold yourself to a standard, and really, because ain't nobody going to do it for you. If you don't do for yourself, it's never going to happen. So you got to believe these things, and you got to tell yourself that you are the greatest before anybody else gets adapted to it. So.
Okay, like, so I, you know, been looking at, you know, different footage, you know, of you, you know, rocking on stage, and man, you have a great stage presence. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to commend you on that.
Appreciate it.
walk me through how you've, got yourself to that point.
I used to face, actually, it's funny that you say that, and thank you for giving me that. But I used to face a lot of stage fright, a lot of, I'm not sure what they call it, but anytime that it was time to, get out there, I would get this thing on my stomach, man, where I couldn't perform. And I couldn't, and this is prior to me doing music. And that kind of held me back in a lot of aspects of my life growing up. And, I reached a point when I first found music that I told myself I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I didn't want to live my life with I wish I would have did this, or I wish I would have acted a certain way. So anytime I hit that stage, man, I make sure that I give it everything that I have. And I give the people what they came to see, because at the end of the day, if you're a fan of my music, and you're a fan, that means you're a fan of how I represent myself. So I got to give you what you paid to see. And it's just a presence that you have to have, the utmost confidence and the respect of the people that are there for you, that came to see you.
Yeah, because people come out to see you. They, you got to give them a show. You got to, know your shit.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So you really made a lot of successful steps over the last 3 years. Could you tell me, the dopest moments you had in the entertainment industry up to date?
The dopest moments, I would say, that's hard because I got a lot. First and foremost, it would be just being able to perform. Being able to perform. When I got my first show, it was last May. This was prior to me meeting the people that I'm with now, but that was a very big step. And then just even having the opportunity for someone to approach me, a businessman, and hey, I see the potential that you have, and I want to invest with what you have going on. That right there was one of my biggest accomplishments so far as an artist and as a person, because that means that I'm doing something right. So I feel like I've done a lot, but I feel like I also have a lot to do and a lot to go forth with. So I don't know. That's a hard question for me to answer.
There's not like a particular performance or a key meeting that you can't think of.
I would say August 14th of last year. It was my second show ever at the Vortex in Akron, Ohio. That was probably my favorite performance to date. And it was rocking, man. It was just that moment, that whole night really solidified things for me as an artist. Like, man, all right, this is it. This is what we doing. It ain't no stopping.
Right,
so
right.
That's definitely.
Okay. All right. So why did you move to Miami?
I feel like I came here for just to visit for some vacation time, man.
Okay.
Came down here, the way that people were approaching me and the things that they were saying and the questions that they were asking me before I had even opened my mouth, that really showed me a lot of opportunities. Like within the first 3 hours of me being there, I probably had 10 to 15 people ask me if I did music before I even opened my mouth to them. And just because of the way that I presented myself. And that was like, okay, this is a significant opportunity. So, and I was tired of my environment. I hit a point and I felt like God was talking to me in my ear and he was telling me to go. And he was telling me to make the chance now, because whenever opportunity comes, knocks at your door, if you don't answer it, it's going to go to your neighbor. Okay. So I made sure to capitalize on what I had, at the time being. So that's why I came out.
Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, no disrespect, but you look like a Miami artist. Like you look like like you could be from Cuba or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do you could do Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you got that. You know what I mean? You got that look, that like you say that presentation. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's dope because, like you said, up north we don't have that because we don't have that type of culture up here. I mean, we have Cubans and stuff, but it's not as big as it is
West
in
25th
Florida.
is looking at you like, really, bro?
That's what
right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But you go down there, it's wide open. It's a plethora, as well as you're not from there. So they're definitely gonna look at it like, okay, well, what you got to offer, especially if you're talking about music. Now, are you signed to anybody, or are you independent? You just working, by yourself, and you got a team?
I'm signed to Ox Entertainment.
Ox Entertainment? Okay.
Yeah. Deuce being the CEO, Skeeto and Collab, we all in business together. But yeah, I am signed to Ox Entertainment.
Okay.
I've been signed so.
All right, that's what's up. So they got you down there working as well then?
So basically my jump, it came, I came out here and then I signed the contract like a week or two after, just because, again, I talked to God a lot, and God was really in my ear, and he was telling me to trust the plan, trust the process, and I trust Deuce, and I trust Collab, and I trust Skeeto. I trust the people that I went into business with, that we're going to do what we said we're going to do. So again, shouts out to Ox Entertainment. I am signed to them. I've been signed for about a year now, but me coming to Miami was completely separate from that.
Okay, that's what's up. So have you done anything in Miami yet, or no?
A lot of networking and a lot of just setting myself up in position for when I need it.
Yeah, because you there, bro. You where you need to be, bro. That's where everybody be in Miami, bro. Everybody be down in that bitch, bro.
Even like the type of nigga I am, man. I don't like to, flex or do any of that extra shit. I like to speak on shit after it happens. So
right,
after
sure.
Speak on it, but it's been a lot of people that I've come into contact with, a lot of big name people, and they're all telling me the same stuff just to keep my head down and grind, man, and they like what I have to offer.
Right, and then I was going to say, bro, I understand what you're saying about not wanting to say stuff when it ain't done yet, but at the same time, you got to manifest things. You got to speak things into existence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes you be like, I don't want to say nothing, but you really need to just put it out there in the universe so it's out there. You know what I mean? You may not have, you don't have to boast or brag about it, but at least vocalizing it, putting it out there in the universe, bro, it's a powerful thing. So yeah, definitely that's good shit though, man. We got to come fuck with you, bro.
Absolutely, man. We just came back from Atlanta, man. We shot a couple videos, met some people and things of that sort. You definitely rocking with the right squad. You know what I'm saying? You definitely rocking with the right squad. So I want to just give, do some flowers, because everybody he done brought through has just been solid.
Shout out Deuce, good looking
has
big
been
homie.
Super
Appreciate
solid
it.
in terms of the artistry, the music, the business, and just, great people. You know what I'm saying? So did you have any last parting words or anything that you want to say to your fans or anything like that?
Speaking on the topic of manifestation, I will be a Grammy Award winning artist.
There we go.
We got it on tape.
On record. Put that on record. That's a fact, and that's what we going for. We going for sold out arenas. We going for sold out dates. To the people that have got me to this point, the amount of love and respect that I have for you is more than you will ever be able to perceive. But it's this shit on the floor. It's up and it's stuck. And anybody that Ox can come and get it, because we giving it out, and that's a fact.
That's what's up, man. So once again, man, I want to thank you for again taking time out your busy schedule to rock with us, ladies and gentlemen. The incomparable Taye Benjamin, Ox Entertainment. Thank y'all for checking in with us. Any last words?
Yeah, before you go, when you gonna be back in town?
Shit, whenever I need to be. I mean, if you try, we could do it like that. But I'm supposed to be coming out there pretty soon to do some videos and do some other work with Deuce. So probably with a couple weeks to a month.
Hey, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. You come to the office and man, we can sit down and chop it, man, make some things happen.
I told Deuce that we got some events and whatever that he's my special guest. So we got to make that happen.
And Collab, my peoples too. We got to holler at Collab, man. Get him down here, man.
No doubt.
Real. Fact. That's a fact. Hey, I appreciate y'all having me, man. And if y'all ever want to come down here doing an event, we
got you on tape, man. So when we pull up, don't be on no funny shit. Cause I'm gonna say, look, we got you on tape, bro. You said it.
Yeah, it's on record.
Right, it's on record, man. We got you though. All right, so once again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to the Acquired Taste Show. Be sure to subscribe, follow, like us on all platforms. Be sure to rock with Taye Benjamin on all platforms. Also, Ox Entertainment, Deuce Ellis. Definitely check in with them. Good people, good brothers. We out of here.
We out.